it was doubled. That's why.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, welcome to the podcast. I guess we're gonna start from here. I'm already clipping my audio, but whatever. What the hell is our name again?
We don't have a name. See, that's the thing. Are we going to start this podcast with a name, or are we going to be like, well, let's just decide later? I thought you were the one who wanted professionalism in this podcast, Michael.
I did. It's a pilot episode.
Yeah, we don't even have a name.
It doesn't matter.
That's not professional.
It doesn't matter. We're going to do a few before we publish them.
Well, a few names? How is anyone going to remember what our podcast is?
All right, which one? Go through the list. Which one do you like more?
Lee, okay, so we're going to let the fans decide? All 0 of them?
It doesn't matter. It's the first episode. No one's going to watch this shit.
Lee Mastered, Ugly, Sea of Lee, Degree of Lee, Lee Guaranteed, Jubilee, the Lee Grand Prix, He/Lee, the Lee Potpourri, and Lee Debris. So a lot of Lees going on.
Back away from the mic just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, it was just very loud.
Okay.
Go through it slower.
Lee Mastered, Ugly, the Sea of Lee, Degree of Lee, Lee Guaranteed, Jubilee, but the Lee part is our last name.
Yeah, I wrote that one down, so I understand.
The Lee Grand Prix, He/Lee, as in like gender pronouns, the Lee Potpourri, which I didn't know what a potpourri was until you told me, and Lee Debris.
Now, which one do you like more?
You know what? Lee Mastered, I kind of like that.
Lee Mastered's a good one, but I don't know, I like Jubilee.
I don't know what a Jubilee is.
It's just a fun time.
Is that what it is?
Hold on, do you want me to Google it?
Google the definition of Jubilee, and then we will decide. Because if it is a fun time, then I like that. But we should make the L uppercase.
Yeah.
So they can distinguish between Jubilee and Lee.
Jubilee, a special anniversary of an event, especially one celebrating 25 or 50 years of a reign or activity.
Okay, that doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't make as much sense. Of Jewish history, a year of emancipation and restoration, celebrated every 50 years. Yeah, maybe let's not do
Okay,
Jubilee
yeah,
then.
maybe not Jubilee. Lee Mastered is pretty high on the list, but Michael, honestly, Rock Hard Talk is kind of
You keep bringing this up.
Because
that already exists.
Name. Yeah, but it's not going to come
We're
back.
not talking about rock.
Yeah, we're talking about... It's just a funny
Are you saying
name.
you don't like Lee Mastered?
I do like Lee Mastered. Fine, we'll go with Lee Mastered, all right? Welcome to the Lee Mastered podcast, and today we're going to be talking about UFC 268, featuring the long-anticipated rematch
do you want to jump
between
right into
Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Yes, I do.
Okay, Matt, what's the first fight on that card?
What, the prelims?
No, just
or the main card, huh?
You think we talk about prelims on this fucking podcast? No.
Marlon Vera versus Frankie Edgar. Am I right or wrong? Right, I know I am.
No. It got moved.
Wait, what?
It got moved, actually.
So there's a fight before it. Is it Shane Burgos?
There was a fight, like the People's Main, the third fight, until the main event. Yeah, it got moved to the first fight now.
Wait, what?
Well, I'll just say it. First fight on the main card is Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. It got moved.
Did Colby versus Covington? Colby Covington versus...
That's the main event. That would never change.
Okay.
I said People's Main.
Well, I don't even know what that means, People's Main.
It's like the main event that the people want to see.
You can take your phone back. I don't need it anymore. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to leave it here, but I don't know your password. What's your password on the
Satan
podcast?
Cross.
Of course it is. This guy. Okay.
Did you really expect anything else?
That's true. I can't.
First fight on the card, Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Who's your pick for this? I don't even know who you would pick.
I watched actually a few Chandler fights and Gaethje fights before this podcast.
Well, you've already seen every Gaethje fight.
Yeah, well, not all of them. I haven't seen like James Vick versus him.
It's a 1-minute fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he knocks him out.
Oh, most of them are with Gaethje, but I watched Eddie Alvarez versus Michael Chandler, the first one, and I watched Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje, and I think Gaethje's gonna win.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, you know what? I shouldn't say I know because, that's just...
I know for a fact Justin Gaethje's gonna win.
Well, no. Michael Chandler's so short, he might be the most powerful puncher in the lightweight division. That's what I think.
It's funny, he has a longer reach than Justin Gaethje.
Really?
Yeah.
But his arms are so stubby and he's so small and muscular.
He's got like T-Rex, or not T-Rex arms, he's got like ape arms though.
Oh, that's true, Chandler?
Yeah.
It's just he's so short. It's kind of like, it throws you off, I think, a lot of fighters.
I don't know, we'll see. I like Justin Gaethje's style because he's like, he fights in real life like how I play the video game. You just spam leg kicks and then throw overhands.
Yeah.
And don't block at all. If you block, you're a pussy. That's just how it works.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I don't know. He's just the most entertaining fighter, I think, in that division.
But I'm picking Michael Chandler to win this fight.
I don't want him to win.
I don't want him to either, but I think he's going to. Well, these guys both have a lot on the line because if they lose, they're not fighting for a title anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they both just fought for a title. Their last fight was a title shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Justin Gaethje's was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna. You know what? I hope Gaethje wins, and then I hope Dustin Poirier wins the belt, and then I hope we have a rematch between Gaethje and Poirier.
That'd be a good fight.
That'd be sick.
All right, next fight on the card, I guess, is the proper terminology. Shane Hurricane Burgos.
Okay, this is the wild card, because I don't know the other fight.
You don't know. Which one do you know?
Shane Burgos I know because that weird knockout from Edson Barboza.
You know him because he got knocked out.
Well, it was just such a weird knockout.
Shane Burgos is a machine for punching. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
I figured out who he was, but from his fight with Calvin Kattar. He lost that one too, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I've only seen the one where he gets like punched in the head by Edson Barboza and then he looks fine.
30
and then he just
seconds later,
stumbles
he
backward.
falls down.
Yeah. That was such a freak knockout.
But what do you know about Billy Quarantillo?
I have no idea about him.
I don't know much about him, but I've seen him on a lot of his fights.
To be honest, I thought this was a can crusher fight. Like Shane Burgos is just gonna knock him out.
No, I think Shane Burgos is the one ranked in this fight, and Quarantillo is what do you call it? He's not ranked.
Is he coming in from like a different like organization or something?
No, he's been in the UFC for a while. He came from Contender Series. His only loss so far in the UFC is to Gavin Tucker, the Canadian guy.
Don't even know who that is.
He's the one who got fucked up by Dan Ige.
Oh,
One
okay.
punch, 14 seconds.
Jesus.
But I guess Quarantillo is pretty good. I'm still going with Shane Burgos for this fight, though.
Well, I'm just gonna go with Shane Burgos because I don't know the other guy. So I think we should move on. I'm not really adding much to this fight.
All right. It also pisses me off that because we're Canadian, all the stats are in kilograms and centimeters.
Oh Jesus.
Like his height, 1.8 meters. What's that?
Yeah, I always have to. We're too American, because we live so close to the border.
We're too American.
Yeah, well, we live so close to the border.
I'd say we're too Canadian, but that's just me.
Yeah.
All right, next fight: Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. I don't even know.
To be honest, I don't really know much about Marlon Vera.
He's the one who beat Sean O'Malley. Never been finished.
I did know that, actually. I just forgot. Yeah, I swear.
I'm trying to think what happened in his last fight. I'll pull up his record.
I think everybody's rooting for Frankie Edgar, right?
Well, you have to.
Yeah, because he's
Who
a legend.
doesn't love Frankie Edgar?
Was his last fight when he got knocked out by Corey Sandhagen?
It might have been. I'm just looking up Marlon Vera's record first.
Also, while you're there, actually, no, I'll do it now. I'm going to look up Frankie Edgar's age.
I think he's 39. Hold on, I can find that.
Do you think that's why he's slowing down?
He's 40.
Oh, Jesus.
And at the lower weights, the older guys don't normally last that long because they're really fast at bantamweight.
He is 40.
Yeah. Marlon Vera is 28. And he's never been finished. Never mind, he has been finished. Not in the UFC, though. He's been in the UFC since 2014, sorry.
I forget what fighter said it, but it's such a true quote. He said, the fight game you don't give up on the fight game gives up on you. And it's so true. I mean, it's kind of happening. Do you think that's happening with Tony Ferguson?
Yeah.
That's why he's losing.
Tony Ferguson's old. He's like 38, and he's been doing nothing but eating punches his whole career.
Yeah, that kind of sad.
I don't know. I kind of expected it.
Yeah, but I don't know, to just see a legend like that go, kind of slip. I think that's happening to Frankie Edgar, too.
It is what it is. Yeah, Frankie Edgar, I feel like he might retire somewhat soon because he's 40 years old.
If he gets knocked out, he's going to retire, I think. Which is kind of sad.
Well, it's funny because you wouldn't think it. Who do you think's the first person to ever finish Frankie Edgar?
He wasn't finished when he fought Gray Maynard, was he?
No, he won that fight.
I thought okay, it was a tie, and then he lost, and then he won, wasn't it?
The Gray Maynard fight, he lost a decision first time.
It was a trilogy, though. He tied.
Then he beat him. Then he beat him. Then he tied, then he beat him.
So Frankie Edgar won each time. Well, not each time. Tied once and won twice.
No, he lost the first one.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
Damn it, Michael. No, okay. He
lost
the
the
first
one,
fight, tied the second fight,
and he
won the third. That's what I was asking you.
Well, why are you getting mad at me?
Because you made it confusing.
You made it confusing.
No, I want to rewatch this again because I swear you said.
Sure, roll the footage.
You said he won twice, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I explained it to you what you said, and you were like, no.
I don't know. I'm drunk.
You had one beer.
No.
Fucking lightweight. You should be in the lightweight division, bro.
No, I'm flyweight.
You can't drink.
It's funny because you're at the one in the lightweight division, and I'm lighter.
That's true.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, who do you have for that fight?
Who, Marlon Vera or Frankie Edgar?
Yeah.
Well, Marlon Vera because Frankie Edgar's kind of.
I also have Marlon Vera.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him though, but he beat Sean O'Malley, so he must be good.
I just have that pick because Frankie Edgar's old.
Yeah.
It is what
Makes
it
me
is.
sad, but what can you do?
My camera's about to die.
I know.
All right. Co-main, Rose Namajunas and Weili Zhang.
Weili Zhang,
Why?
because I think she's better.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want you to justify your pick.
I think she got knocked out too early in that first fight for them to be like. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen? Do you think Rose is gonna knock her out again?
I actually kind of do.
Really? You think she's that good?
No, I just think that she's better than Weili. Who has Weili fought in the UFC?
Okay, well, she fought Joanna, and that was a really sick fight, but I don't know if she really won.
I thought she lost that fight,
Yeah, I
too.
thought she kind of. Either a tie or Joanna didn't win. Or
Well,
Joanna won, I meant.
Plus, I feel like she's just gonna get taken down and then wrestle fucked.
Rose is a good wrestler.
No, but she's a jiu-jitsu person.
I thought, okay,
This
wait.
is all speculation too. I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is what I think. I think Weili's in over her head.
I don't think Weili is as good as everyone says she is. Just on what I've seen, which is only 2 fights of her career, and she has a record of like 22-2 or something like that.
21-2.
Oh, okay, I was close.
You were so off.
So I mean, she's obviously good, but will she beat Rose Namajunas, who knocked her out with a head kick?
I say no. I don't know why. I don't know why this rematch is being made. Do you remember when Makwan Amirkhani knocked that guy out in 7 seconds? It's like, would you give him a rematch? It's like, come on, 7 seconds? You want less than that?
I think it's because she's really big in China. It must be it.
That's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's why they tried to put Li Jinliang against Khamzat, and he just got messed up.
Yeah, that was tough to see, kind of. I was hoping there would be more of a fight there.
Why? Because China #1.
Yeah. And also, he had COVID, so I thought, oh, maybe his breathing and shit's going to be affected. But no.
Didn't get punched once.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
main card time. Or main event time.
Main
right?
card.
Let's get
or
to
main
the
event.
real shit, all right? This is Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman 2.
Well, because you said Colby first, I'm assuming I know who you think's going to win.
Colby Covington's going to win.
Yeah, I picked Kamaru.
Interesting. Let's debate this, Michael. Why do you think Kamaru Usman's going to win?
Well, he beat him the first time.
Well, that's a good point.
They're both wrestlers.
But Colby's better.
Well, what are you basing this off of?
Well, they didn't wrestle the first time, but I don't know. Every single fight Colby's in, he wins by like out-staminaing them.
Well,
them.
my
with
problem
punches and
with
wrestling.
Colby is who has he actually beat in the top 10 of the welterweight division?
He beat Tyron Woodley, and he's a champion. And
You
he
mean the guy who retired and then went to fight Jake Paul and lost?
Yeah, but he beat Tyron Woodley better than Kamaru Usman beat Tyron Woodley.
How so?
He was more dominant, was he not?
No, he wrestled him and then he punched him and Tyron broke his rib.
Colby broke Tyron's rib.
Yeah, his whib.
Rib.
His whib. He broke his
Shut
whib.
up! I'm gonna fight
Look,
you, bro.
you said it.
I don't know why I said that. That was weird. It was like my inner.
You flubbed.
My
That was
inner
your
child
brain
came out.
realizing how stupid it is.
The little girl inside me came out.
You came out.
Yeah.
So you picked Colby.
Also, I like Colby more as a person and fighter.
You like him more as a person.
Okay, maybe not as a fighter more, but as a person more. Yes. There's just something off about Kamaru Usman. He's an asshole. I don't like him.
Is it because he's black?
Michael, I can't believe you just went there on this podcast. We're gonna get striked now.
Well, you're
We're
picking
gonna-
You're picking Colby because he's a better person. You know, the guy who just yells "Make America Great Again" or wears the "Make America Great
See,
Again"
he
hat.
does that because he's all for show and he wants more people to buy his pay-per-views. But behind the scenes, he's a gentle, kind soul.
I've never seen any footage of him being a gentle, kind soul.
I have, and he's a gentle,
Yeah, you
kind
have.
soul.
You have
I have.
sources, bro. Just trust me.
Look up
Trust
on
me,
YouTube.
trust me. Colby kind of looks
look
like
up
a
on
nice
YouTube.
guy.
Colby being a kind soul.
I don't
I
want
could find
to.
clips. I could find clips in a second of him being
Plus,
nice.
he yells.
Yeah, everyone yells.
He's not a nice guy. Nice guys don't yell.
Kamaru Usman, he's just like. He's
You don't
always,
like him because he's cringy.
Yeah, and he always whenever he sees a fighter in person, I'll be like, "Oh, you only talk on Twitter, sup Twitter thug," and then he's like expecting them to fight outside of the octagon. He's like, "Do something every single time." Is that not annoying? It's like, why would I fight you for free?
I don't know. I'm not a fighter. Why are you asking me?
Because it's weird. It's just a weird play on his part.
I'm also picking Kamaru because he's on like a 14-fight win streak. It's kind of hard to.
Okay, well, who has Colby lost to besides Kamaru Usman? In the
Let's
last
see.
few fights of his.
Oh, Thiago Alves. I don't even need to look it up, but I will look it up just to be sure.
No, I just want to know how many fights he's won before he lost to Kamaru Usman.
How many fights he's won?
Like what his streak would be at.
I'm pretty sure it's just Tyron Woodley.
No, I mean, how many wins does he have without the Kamaru Usman fight in a row?
What?
Oh my God, I'm gonna
Speak
look it up.
English.
How many wins does Colby Covington have in a row minus the Kamaru Usman fight?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kamaru loss. Tyron Woodley.
So 9.
8. Let me count again. Or am I an idiot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He lost to Kamaru.
Okay, so you're right. It was 8.
Idiot. My camera just died too, so now it's just your footage.
This podcast is trash.
It's fine. You said you wanted this to be 10 minutes, and how long have we been going?
I
Let me
don't
check.
know. I lost track of time. It's probably been like, what, 12 minutes now?
17. And we're
17 minutes?
Yeah, we're probably cutting the first few minutes anyways. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, time flies.
Well, what was your point about Colby being this guy on this huge streak?
I'm not saying he's on a huge streak. I was just curious what his streak was compared to Kamaru Usman's if he didn't lose to Kamaru Usman.
Also, I don't think Colby has really beaten any high-level competition.
He was the closest to beating Kamaru Usman that there's ever been.
And I disagreed because I thought Gilbert Burns did better. He knocked him down.
He knocked him down, but like he was never in any trouble after that.
Getting knocked down means you're in trouble.
He wasn't even really hurt. It was just like a small
How do you
little
know?
knockdown. Because he got back up and won the fight. And
That doesn't prove anything.
In the Colby Covington fight, he was winning, I think. Okay, you
and then he
contested
broke
this.
his face.
Yeah, but he was winning 3 rounds.
Well, how do you know that? They didn't post the judges' scorecards. Do you want to look it up right now?
Well, yeah, I don't know how to look it up. How do you look up judges' scorecards?
I'll look it up.
I bet you I'm right. I think he won 3 rounds. That's just my
Well,
opinion.
you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's a very, very dangerous thing for you to be doing.
Well, what if I'm right? Do you think I'm right?
No, I don't think you're right.
I think I'm right. And if he survived, even if he got knocked down and almost knocked out, but he survived the 5th round, I think he would have won the fight.
Let me see if I can find it.
I think I'm right. We should bet money on this.
Okay, one judge had it 39-37. One judge had it 39-37, Covington. And then one had it 38-38. So it was a dead tie going into the 5th round. And you know what happened? Covington got knocked down, and he got finished. And if the round just kept going, he would have won.
Is that true? Who was it? Who are the judges? Be specific.
Let me see. Derek Clearly, Saul D'Amato, and Eric Colin. I'm looking at a Twitter picture from Damon Martin. I think he's an MMA journalist. Fight me.
Where's his sources? I want sources of your sources.
He's the news editor at MMA Fighting since 2003.
Okay, so maybe he didn't win.
Owner/editor, nerdcoremovement.com.
That's pretty goddamn close to beating Kamaru Usman, though. You have to admit. He had a broken jaw.
You're making a
too.
dead-end
He's
argument
so
here.
tough. I think he's going to win.
Well, I don't think it's impossible for Colby to win, but I don't think he's going to.
I mean, obviously, because Kamaru Usman's the pound-for-pound fighter. But
Is he pound-for-pound number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your facts right, bro.
I don't know. Those lists don't matter.
I mean, he deserves to be pound-for-pound.
I think he does, too. But I don't think that's a title he should claim.
What
or
if
hold on to.
If Colby wins, do you think he deserves to be pound-for-pound?
No.
Where do you think he deserves to be then?
I don't know. I don't give a shit about
Do you think he should be on the pound-for-pound list?
Stipe's still on the pound-for-pound list.
Shouldn't he be, though? He's the greatest heavyweight of all time, isn't he?
I'd say Fedor. That's also another arguable thing.
How about in UFC history, then?
In UFC history,
Stipe.
greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time?
No, greatest heavyweight of all time. Stipe. Yeah.
Well, you could have said that.
I did say that. You just don't listen!
Pound for pound,
bad for a podcast.
number 1 is Kamaru. Number 2 is Volkanovski.
Yeah, and then 3 is Israel Adesanya, then 4 is John Jones, and then 5 is Dustin Poirier.
John Jones is number 6.
He got moved down? I swear to God.
Yeah, John Jones sucks.
I swear to God a day ago he was number 4. Who's number 4 now?
Ngannou.
Oh, I should have guessed
You can't
that.
argue with that.
Okay, 5 is Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
6 is
we just said
Max
it.
Holloway. No.
We just said it.
Oh, yeah, John Jones. 7, Max Holloway.
Yes.
8 is... Don't even tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me! What division?
Lightweight. That could be literally anyone.
Oliveira.
Yeah.
Okay, what, 9 now?
Isn't this so entertaining?
Okay, yeah,
Aren't
we're
you guys
done.
happy you
You know, we're
clued
done,
into this
man.
one? I don't even have my footage, so can we end this one?
Okay, we're done. This is the podcast being over.
What name did we decide on again?
Lee Mastard, see ya.
Lee Mastard. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to our pilot. You guys can catch us. We'll try to do one of these once a week. And
Once a week?
yeah, once a week. Or 4 times a week. You know, fuck it. We'll figure it out.
Whenever something cool happens, we will talk about it.
Yes.
Or if
This
you
is
want-
not... Are we making this an MMA podcast?
Well, no, we were just gonna talk about interesting stuff. I think this is interesting. The biggest fight card of the year.
You should talk into the mic if you're doing that.
I think this is interesting. The biggest fight card of the year.
Yeah, it'll be a
That
good
deserves
one.
to be discussed.
It does.
Yeah.
Even though we had so many topics written down, and all we talked about was MMA, and the name for this podcast.
Well, that's what I was planning to talk about.
All right, fair enough. So we can end this one here, right?
Yeah. Do the outro. Not the intro.
Podcast out. Done. Lee Mastered. YouTube. TikTok.
All right, guys. Whoever is listening, thank you so much for listening. This is the Lee Mastered podcast where we talk about stuff. Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.